जमीन पाँव तले तुझको फॉलो करूं तो फिसलती है क्यों जानिए है पास तू तो दिल के हाथों से धड़कन निकलती है क्यों
हाथ में हाथ दे यार आंखें मिला मेरी सांसों की खुशबू में सांसें मिला
धड़कनों में धड़क बाहों में मटक काली जुल्फें झटक के
Hey guys, you're watching Talk of the Town, and guess what? Who we've got here? They've flown all the way from Pakistan, just about to hit the sort of not the red carpet, but they're going to meet fans in London. We have Baloo and Mahi, and let me tell you who they are. This is Usman Khalid Butt, if you didn't know, and Annie Jeffrey Rahman. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. How are you doing?
We're good, excited.
Very excited, a bundle of nerves as well, because it's, I think, the first time we're going to be watching the completed film.
With the public, and
Yeah.
you know, now it's out of our hands a
But
little bit.
but I suppose what better way, right, than to watch the film with your fans and, you know, kind of share in that experience, partake in that
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
So,
Totally.
yeah.
I mean, this is a place to be, London, right now, I think. It's the happening place. Now, tell us about your journey. Obviously, it was been a strenuous, long, is it been a year?
13 months actually, the process began. Well, even earlier. We had our auditions in October of 2016, and then we started with acting workshops in January and shoot in Feb. So it's been an entire year of Baloo Mahi. 2016 has been dedicated to Baloo Mahi, I think by both of
true,
us.
yeah.
And a very, very tough shoot, tough year, being away from our loved ones and, you know, traveling and all of that. But I think both of us really believe in the power and the beauty that is Baloo Mahi. So we're very excited to be here now, finally.
What's interesting is Baloo Mahi. What does it mean? Is it actually a meaning behind Baloo Mahi?
Because the film is, in essence, this very quirky story about these two polar opposite characters. So I'm Baloo, and she's Mahi. Baloo is, of course, the nickname of Bilal Malik. He belongs from Lahore, so his dadi calls him Baloo. And there's a very interesting sequence that happens between the two characters when she finds out that, you know, my nickname is Baloo. So because the film
Baloo
is
sequence.
exactly.
There's a Baloo sequence as well.
This is Baloo sequence. Can you give us?
We really can't, because you'll have to watch that in the cinemas. But because the film is, you know, the journey of like I said, these two polar opposite characters, and, you know, their quirky, madcap, very misadventure-filled journey of them falling in love, their journey of self-discovery, and their journey of discovering themselves in each other. So yeah, that's hence the name, because Haitham from day one was very particular that, you know, no matter the characters, this film is about the two principal characters, Bilal and Mahi. So hence the name.
And it rolls off the tongue easily, nahi? Baloo Mahi.
Yeah, Baloo Mahi. As I'm saying, it's really interesting. It sounds like I don't know what it sounds like. I'm trying.
Baloo Shahi, the mithai.
Yeah. Oh my God. Where is my? By the way, where is my mithai, guys?
Here. Chocolate.
I bought that, by the way. That's for later on.
Credit for our own gift.
So basically, you know, Pakistani films, interesting. You have shot in North Pakistan, which we don't get to see much of, and looks amazing. What was it like filming? Because I hear that you found it quite stressful. Is that right?
Well, I mean, not stressful. Actually, it was. I mean, no, I wouldn't say stressful, but it was tough because limited resources and physiological problems. I won't get into the details of what that means, but you can just imagine with no bathroom access, you know, in some of the more remoter areas. But yes, the way I think Haitham and you know, lots of Pakistani serials and films, including Janan, have gone to the north and shot. But I think the way Haitham has captured the beauty and sort of the untouched, you know, yeah, I think a lot of people will be surprised at how diverse and how beautiful the north of Pakistan is, and Lahore. We've the first half of the film we shoot in Lahore, and we really celebrated the monuments, and because Lahore is a beautiful old city of beautiful. I mean, we've shot in Hiran Minar, Food Street, Hazuri Bagh,
which is in Lahore.
Gate, all Lahore, outside the fort. It's an old city with beautiful buildings, a lot of history over there. And the north of Pakistan is just, I mean, I was giving an interview recently recently with some Indians in Dallas. Our host was Indian, and even though she's from across, our neighbors, but they had no idea. They thought we were shooting in Switzerland or Europe, and they actually asked me, "Kya aap log kahan gaye dunya mein shoot karne?" And I said, "In our backyard, actually. It's 100% Pakistani. We haven't used green screens. I mean, that's the natural beauty that we have."
Okay.
And I think people will really be pleasantly surprised to see how beautiful Pakistan actually is. Yes.
Well, we know how beautiful Pakistan is, and obviously Pakistani films are slowly making its way into the UK. Why do you think it's taken such a long time for films to come, like, cross overseas? Because there's such talented writers like yourself, and obviously you've done a lot of things before you became on TV or on like films. I mean, you were a theatre actor and stuff, and there's so much talent in Pakistan. Why is it taking such a long time to cross overseas?
I believe that because it was always going to take time, because post Zia's era, there were a lot of sanctions that were put on the Pakistani film industry, and thus the whole scenario of filmmaking and the film culture in Pakistan kind of started dying a very slow death, wherein we had the Gandasa culture and films which replicated but not quite the success of Maula Jatt. So you had one gun-toting, Kalashnikov-toting hero who was riding his on his high mighty horse, and female characters were reduced to just either item numbers or kind of very regressive kind of a mentality. And of course, there was a lack of educated people in the industry as well. So this resurgence has just happened. It's just been 3-4 years that the industry has kind of moved, where more educated people have joined the industry, where more innovative thought has been allowed. So I believe that this is the right time for our films to be kind of being showcased, because I think that the films like Janan, films like Baloo Mahi, they have a huge responsibility, because films like these are not just about entertainment, they're also about enlightenment and education. We all know now we're living in a post-Trump world, right?
Yeah.
So we're very aware what the stigma is associated with a country like Pakistan, and especially with the Western media, because people assume that Pakistan is this very regressive country where women don't have rights, where they don't have internet, they don't have education. Yeah. And here we come with a movie like Baloo Mahi, which actually celebrates the woman and talks about how the woman is the more resilient, the more resilient and the better sex actually of the two genders. Sure. So I mean, I feel that it's going to change a lot of perceptions. And like I said, I mean, it was always going to take a lot of time, because we needed this kind of intellectual, free-thinking people to join this industry, not just as actors, but as directors, as producers. Right. Now, I mean, Sadia Jabbar, our producer, is a woman, and she did this entire project independently.
Independent of her father as well.
Exactly.
And yeah, exactly.
So that's what's fascinating, right? That now it's about the fresh young blood that's joining the industry, and they're completely revolutionizing what the Lollywood film industry was, and the kind of negative stereotypes that were associated with that. So I feel that films like Baloo Mahi are really going to change the perception in the Western media amongst the Western people, actually, because it's the perfect antidote to that kind of anti Pakistan rhetoric that's been making the rounds the world over.
Sure. Beautifully said, and you touched upon, really well said. And what is really interesting, you talk about women, and this is about women empowerment, isn't it? And at the moment, the whole thing is about women. Even the Western society is talking about women's rights. As a woman, obviously as a Pakistani woman, do you feel that you're sometimes subjected to be a certain way in Pakistan or anywhere else in the world?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I've been very lucky. My father has 3 daughters, and he's sort of, raised us as sons, you could say, with all the opportunities, tools, everything that he, I think, would have, given his sons. But yes, there is a part of society in all classes, lower class, upper class, where sometimes women have one path of their future that is marriage. Kabhi kabhi hota hai, or so. And this is in the subcontinent and all over the world. But it doesn't have to be like that. And Mahi really embodies the current strong Pakistani women of today, who knows that she can keep her Pakistani identity intact and still make decisions for herself. अगर उसको शादी करनी है वो करेगी, उसको नहीं करनी तो वो और भी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो वो कर सकती है. So I hope that people maybe get inspired by this message as well.
So are you a runaway bride? Because this reminds me of like something like Richard Gere film, The Runaway Bride. Is it similar? Not the same, obviously. The concept.
The trailer does hint towards that. Yeah. And then, but then, you know, then they go on this, as we said, this journey.
The treatment
of,
is just completely different. Like I said, the film plays on the tropes of a romantic comedy genre, right? I mean, obviously you have those meet cutes, you have that nut-cut, you know, kind of a war of words between the two characters, but it's really, the story is quintessentially Pakistani. And I feel that whilst having said that, I will also say that the message, like you also said yourself, is universal. Because it's not just Pakistan that has this kind of regressive mentality when it comes to its women, right? It's the world over.
Yes.
Why is it that women are treated as the lesser sex? Why is that, you know? So I feel like a film like this really, because it's a very massy, very commercial, paisa vasool, jis tarah entertainer kehte hain. So within
That's the aim though, right?
Exactly. And within that garb, you know, we're also, while providing entertainment, while providing the laughs, the humor, the romance, the drama, we're also giving people food for thought. We also want, when people leave the cinema houses, that while talking about their favorite scenes and their favorite dialogues, they're also like, yeah, but the message was also really, really good. And if that resonates, then I think that, you know, that will be one of the biggest successes for Pakistani cinema, not just for the movie itself.
Okay, so we're going to take a short break, but don't go away because we're going to have a chat about them and talk about some quizzes they're going to just find out. Yes, exactly. We're going to find out how much they know about each other too. And because it's Valentine's Day and it's releasing on Valentine's Day, we're going to find out. We're going to ask them some, you know, personal questions. Not too much. So don't go away because we have more to show you. Welcome back to Talk for the Town, and yes, we haven't left, we are still here, and we have Usman Khalid Butt and Aini Jaffrey Rahman. They are here for the film Baloo Mahi, and they're going to be hitting London later on. Aren't they looking great, guys? Right. Yeah, I know. You still need to get ready, as women always do, don't they?
Yes.
So, you know, as it's Valentine's Day, I don't know if you purposely chose the date to be around Valentine's Day. You did? Oh, you did?
Of course. It's the perfect film to go watch with your loved ones, you know? Yeah, I mean, because the film in a sense is a celebration of love, true love, and a celebration of romance in a very filmy way. So what better way, you know, to spend like a date out?
Right, so because it's Valentine's Day, I've got some here, her heart's all there. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Would you say you're chocolate or roses kind of girl?
A chocolate. Huh.
Okay. What's your idea of a perfect date?
A lot of humor and a lot of intimate conversation. Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, that's how I've always clicked with girls. You know, if there's good humor, if there's wit, and if there's a fun conversation, then you know that's a signal that, you know, things are going to move to the next level.
Right. Okay. Would you prefer a night in or a dinner date?
A night in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you or your partner plan Valentine's Day? I'm going to ask you that because obviously he doesn't have a partner.
My partner is like anti-Valentine. I mean, now this is so controversial, but he doesn't believe in it, and I was always, you know, very happy to. Even my mother used to give us Valentine cards. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
To me and my sister, she'd give us chocolates and like a card because it's just about love. It's just an excuse to express love. But he's like, oh, if it's a marketing thing, and you know, if you go into the details and the history of Saint Valentine's, वो बड़ी boring सी कहानी है.
propaganda.
तो वो नहीं करते.
It's true. I agree with that.
So we don't. Yeah. So sure. So I'm happy not to celebrate as well, but I'll celebrate with Baloo Mahi. I'll make an exception this year, and so will he.
Okay. So what's the most romantic thing that you've done for a girl?
Oh my God.
What have you done the most romantic?
The most romantic thing is that I have walked for about 45 minutes in the blistering rain, and you know, because her parents did not approve the relationship, and it was her birthday, so I brought a birthday cake and in the rain, yeah.
Aww.
And then did a little dance and dedicated a poem, and all while she kind of peered through a balcony window.
तुम dance करे थे बारिश में?
Yeah.
Cake के साथ?
No, cake ke saath nahi. Obviously this was all layered. This was like my little Shah Rukh Khan moment.
What if her father had peered out the
Well,
curtains?
then it would have been curtains for me. But yeah. So I had a whole CD in which I had sung songs as well, and all
Mixtape.
like a mixtape. Yeah. So I was.
Can you sing?
No. Unfortunately, I'm a bathroom singer at best. But you know, I had to try for her.
Oh, come on.
That's really sweet. That is really sweet. Okay. She's very lucky. Okay, favorite chick flick or rom-com?
Do I prefer?
Which favorite chick flick or a rom-com?
I love that one, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I love that film. Wasn't it lovely? And I'm
really good.
On
Yeah.
you. So hot.
This one's probably thinking, what the hell are we talking about? Have you seen it?
I very liked it too.
Of course, no. I've seen my favorite is Crazy Stupid Love.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Ryan Gosling film. Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
The other one was.
Yeah, I like that because we've got some good tips now how to lose a guy in 10 days. Well, not that you need to lose your husband. That'd be really bad.
It was. I loved it. It was a great. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Film.
Okay, now who's...
Oh, and Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar.
Oh, I
But, yeah, that film was so funny. I watched that like 200 times.
200.
Many times. Matlab, I can watch it every year, several times.
So you're going to go watch your film 200 times?
If it's good, आज पता चलेगा ना. अभी hours हैं.
That could be... Or she could be beating her own record and watching it for 201 times.
Watch Jo Jeeta so many times now. Let's see how many times I watch Baloo Mahi. पता चलेगा. अभी हमने खुद नहीं देखी ना. We've seen it in the dubbing studio, but we haven't seen the finished film. We are going to watch it today for the first time in just a few
I'm
hours.
gutted I can't join you guys. Oh, damn it. Anyway, who spends longer getting ready?
Oh, Annie most
Well,
definitely.
okay, hold on. That's because girls have to put makeup, and I don't even want to put all that base. But Sumaya, you did an amazing job. Lekin, for relatively, he takes longer with the hair, which is this short, versus the hair.
Are you hearing
that are?
That's a massive lie.
Relatively, jitna
That is
ladkon
a
ko
massive
time.
lie. You know,
I take 2 hours. He probably takes 45 minutes
Yeah.
for the film. For the film.
for the film, of course.
That's not bad. I mean, I would take probably less than both of you, probably, if I had a choice.
If
No,
you
but-
were an actor in this film, no.
No, probably not.
I don't have a choice. Trust me, I used to be like, nahi, but वो भाई करना पड़ता है.
Of course, with the parameters of a romantic comedy and a
Everything
romance,
extensions मेरे
then you
डालने
have to.
होते हैं.
I mean, the look
Do
is.
you really have long...
Right now, I don't have any extensions, but I am wearing them in the film. It's quite obvious.
Of course. You have to look dashing for the audiences, right?
भी तो चाहिए काली काली वो है ना गाने में भी है ना काली जुल्फे झटक के so yeah.
I thought they said they can't sing, but they can. Not bad, not bad.
No, Annie is an excellent
Oh
singer.
my
by the way.
god. But आज आजकल गला
I do
बहुत
little, I really, bahana bana liya hai. Aaj bahut kharab hai.
मेरी तबीयत.
Who's your celebrity crush, by the way?
Oh, right. These days, Deepika. Like, actually, it's been Deepika for a long time, man. And
मुझे भी crush है यार. I mean, I watched Ram Leela twice in a row back to back because of Deepika and Ranveer both. But yeah, I love
and
her.
I've gotten into trouble for this, but you know, like I had a huge crush on Emma Watson. Like,
Oh, she was too young.
yeah, so she was very young. You're right.
She's not really that young.
But this was she was 17 years old, and you know I was 25.
Oh, even
so,
younger.
so
That's okay. The difference is not that bad.
no, but still, you know, she wasn't legal at the time, and I had very illegal thoughts in my head about her. So
I wouldn't even ask what they were. We won't ask on camera.
yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to say them. You'd have to like bleep them all out.
He
probably.
did not say that.
Okay, right. So I'm going on to the next little bit. Who's most likely to break into a song?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I think most definitely. I think and very off-color versions and like changing the lyrics around and really like peeving everybody on set. But even she, I think it's a heady
On
mix.
set, I would also break into song. मतलब दौड़े पड़ते थे गानों के, and I mess up the lyrics even more than मुझे बिल्कुल ही नहीं आते. But
What's it like miming, actually? Because I find it...
Lip syncing.
Lip-syncing, yeah.
it was so hard for me because I didn't get the lyrics. I got them on set.
Oh my God.
ये तो बड़ा सीख के आया था ना हीरो बन के, but मैंने
Practicing in front of
मुझे
the mirror,
वहाँ ही मिला
the
था.
whole shebang.
तो अभी तक ये मेरी शिकायत है. मतलब क्यों आप लोगों ने ऐसे किया मेरे साथ? But देखो, it was a test. And let's see what everybody now the public can decide. Did we do
Exactly.
justice to those beautiful songs?
Well, yeah, I'll be deciding as well. Yes. Who's most likely to win a dance contest?
I'm quite good too.
Yeah, we're both actually.
Really?
We'd
Maybe
both win it.
you're quicker.
It'd be a tie.
Okay.
It'd be a,
nice,
it'd
that's
be,
very nice.
I
it'd
feel,
be
like,
a
I feel like getting you guys up right now to do a little dance thing for us. Show us the best dance move.
End में कर लें.
Okay, we'll do it at the end. Okay. Most likely caught looking at themselves in the mirror.
Annie.
Oh, you.
For sure. For sure, Annie. For sure, Annie.
OB के पास समैया मेरे बाल और वो अब मैं क्या बोलूं चलो whatever I'll let him have it.
Don't worry, we're all the same.
Boys are much more
Absolutely
in this
not.
media field.
Guys,
जो
you know what
लड़के
I'm
होते हैं
talking
ना,
about.
no क्या
I
guys.
don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe. Yeah, I need to spend a day with them to figure it out. Right. Okay. So who's most likely to play? Or what superhero would you like to play?
I would love to play Burqa Avenger. That's an Emmy-nominated series, which I do the voice of it. But as in, you know, if they do of the film of it, I would love to do that. Yeah, because I do the voice right now. It's an animated series, and while it is fun to dub in the studio, but if they actually did a film, like not an animated film, but a film, I would love to play the curvature. That would be very cool.
That sounds like pretty fun. Not something I thought about.
Cool. Yeah, she is a superhero who fights with books and pens for justice, peace, and equality for all.
She's really promoting women's rights here, aren't you?
Well, I mean, have you seen any of the episodes? I mean,
I haven't.
But it's a great, it's a powerful Pakistani superhero, and I think she's super badass. Super
How
cool.
about you?
Oh, that's a very good question. I suppose I'd be Batman. Which is like, he doesn't have any superpowers, but he kicks some major ass.
Yeah, you just want to kick people's asses, is that what it is?
Because he's gotten his ass kicked so bad.
Yeah. In this movie, oh my God, I don't think any contemporary Pakistani or Indian hero has gotten beaten up so badly.
What are you getting beaten up for?
My friend who plays my brother in the movie, he's not an actor. This is his first project, so he didn't realize for rehearsals maybe proper isko na marta tha, and he's tall and big. So I think he needs his revenge with somebody.
Yeah, that's very true.
So get ready. Yeah.
Right.
So, बहुत मार.
So it's not just a romantic comedy, it's a comedy with like a bit of fighting
Oh
going
my
on.
God, there's action, there's like thrills, there's suspense, there's like massive twists and turns. I mean, the second half, actually we've revealed only about 20 to 30% in the trailer, which is fantastic because people when they see the trailer, they're like, oh, aapne puri, you've shown us the entire movie, but that's not the case at all.
I totally agree. Nowadays, there's no point even watching a film because you've kind of...
Judgment दे देते हैं based on a trailer, like पहले film देख लें और फिर बताएं हमें constructively बताएं because that's how we'll get better. So yeah.
So guys, that has been the quiz. Thank you so much for enjoying it and having fun with us on B4U. Before we go, is there any messages you'd like to say to the guys watching the show?
Just that Baloo Mahi is coming out Feb 10th worldwide in cinemas in the UK and 17 countries will update on the Facebook page of Baloo Mahi. Please watch the movie and celebrate this month of love with us.
I think she hit the nail on the head because that's what I was going to say as well, that I mean, it's the month of celebrating love, it's the month of celebrating, really cherishing relationships that matter, and Baloo Mahi really cherishes strong relationships, and I feel that it's going to be a great time at the cinema. It's one of the few Pakistani movies that have come out that actually deserve to be seen on the big screen and deserve to be, appreciated because we've put a lot of effort into the film. The music is spectacular, the cinematography and direction are spectacular. I won't say anything about our performances, although I do feel that Annie is going to give every top actress in Pakistan and across the border a run for their money.
So scared.
I mean, I'm being very honest.
Inshallah.
I'm being very honest. So please do go watch Baloo Mahi. If you like it, please share, spread the word, and if you have any constructive critique or criticism, please let us know.
Yeah, I will do.
Do.
But before we go, we can do before I sign out, because I have my little motto, I always sign out thing, but I want to do a little dance thing before we sign out. So before we go, we can do a little bit of a dancing. Go on, guys, over to you. So I'm Attika Choudhary signing out.
This is Usman Khalid Butt signing out.
Ani Jafri Rahman, bye.